I'm a true Eazy-E fan. I read about this stuff, and lately a lot of interviews are coming back up. I don't know if you know about it, but like the one, for instance, the Jimmy Kimmel Live late night clip with Suge Knight talking about how you could shoot people and have them die slowly with AIDS, HIV, etc., and then making a joke at Eazy-E. I don't know if you saw that, and I don't know what you think about that.
Yeah, I've seen that years ago, yeah.
What's going on with that? Because recently, your brother, I don't know your relationship with your brother, but he just spoke out about it, saying that Suge Knight might have had something to do with the death of your father, and also Ice Cube's album titled Lethal Injection, meaning like Ice Cube knew as well like what was up because of the album title.
My brother running around saying that, I'll tell you, to be honest, he doesn't know anything or nothing of what he's even talking about. And, you know, it's very unfortunate when, I mean, you know, my dad does have 9 kids.
Yeah.
And a couple of which he didn't even know, to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you guys.
Wow.
And, you know, it's just a thing where everybody's kind of growing up and everybody's trying to find their way and everybody's trying to figure it out, you know, and you realize your dad's not here. And then you have this big movie coming out and you feel like, okay, I got an opportunity to say something. And then you're just kind of talking out of your ass. I'm just being honest. Like, excuse my French, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and that's why the documentary is important. So to be honest, I mean, I'm going to talk. You'll see me talking to all my siblings, and you'll get to see how everybody feels. You know, This is not something that I'm just doing on my own. Like I said, it's with my dad's oldest daughter, who we don't even share the same mother. You know, and my mom, who everybody knows was with my dad the entire time. So you're going to get everybody's perspective, and everybody's going to get an opportunity to speak. As far as him talking about Suge and all that stuff, I don't know what he's talking about, where he even came to that conclusion when he doesn't really know much.
Yeah.
But, I mean, everybody has their own conspiracy theories, you know, and to be honest, the documentary is going to touch on all of that.
Yeah, because I wanted to speak to you because I knew that you were very close with your father and your mother was as well. And also, I thought it was cool how the hologram, they wanted to do an Eazy-E hologram, and they used your face for that.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's actually kind of cool that you know that, because most people don't know. I actually shot like a lot of behind-the-scenes footage of that. I never released it, and I actually, you know, I was just talking to someone. I was like, you need to probably just edit this video down, and we can just put it out, because, you know, it is really cool.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the whole process of the situation, and people get really intrigued that, because I'm a girl, you know, and I look a lot like my dad, you know, there's things that I get used for or get asked to do.
What's something special about your dad that wasn't in the movie, but you would like the world to know?
You know what? I don't even think that there was any one specific thing that was special that was left out. Other than like just more of his accomplishments. I don't think that. I mean, I think that he did get a lot more credit, but I still don't think that he has gotten all the credit that he deserves. And you know, with them leaving out a lot of his accomplishments, like it's really difficult. You know, in the movie they show when Cube and Dre left, they make it seem like he was just kind of down and out and sick and depressed and lonely and left high and dry, and that really wasn't the case. You know, that's why I did tweet out, you know, they should have showed the beef with him and Dre, and they should have shown all that stuff, and him discovering Bone Thugs, you know, like things like that, because, I mean, those are just huge moments in their history, and you'll see he still was kind of like the man, you know what I mean? Like, even with all that, and, you know, and then it does go back to the truth is, you know, he did call them before he passed away, for them to get back together. That is true, and even in that, I mean, those are moments that even people watching the film, you would have felt it would have been even more touching, because you would have been like, wow, they went through all this drama, broke up, still were dissing each other, this and that, and at the end of the day, they really were brothers and really did love each other, you know? But it doesn't show that. It just shows, like, oh, he was sad and he was desperate, so he was calling them up. No, that's not the case at all.
Right.
And Bone Thugs, one of the members or a couple of the members thought something was fishy too with the, you know, how everything went with Ruthless and with Tamika Woods and Jerry Holler. They said like Jerry Holler was fired but still in the office, and they said it was just a weird situation over there, and they stayed because they had to stay because their contract was still on. But they were talking about that in several interviews, that something was like weird and there was something scandalous going on at Ruthless Records. I don't know if you know about that either. You probably know about it, obviously.
Yeah, I do. There was a lot of scandalous stuff all across the board, and that's exactly what this documentary is about, and that's why it's entitled A Ruthless Scandal.
What's the craziest conspiracy theory you heard surrounding the whole situation?
I've heard of all the same stuff. Him being injected with AIDS, this one killing him, that one killing him. I mean, there's been so many stories out there, and there's even been different perspectives from people that that do personally know him, and in this documentary, you're gonna literally watch the journey. You're gonna be able to walk through it with me, and listening to everything and what everybody knows, and what part everybody played in all of the whole situation.
Because Ruthless was making $20 million a month at one point, and then there was financial troubles. It was just a whole weird scenario.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all that's one big scandal.
So how long is this documentary that you're creating going to be? Because I know that, you've voiced your opinion about Straight Outta Compton not, showing everything that it possibly could. So how do you feel that you can, change that or make it better when you're in control of your,
we've talked about it before. I mean, it's actually been presented as being a 2-part documentary.
Okay.
And we've been trying to figure out, would we be able to fit everything in, an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours top. I don't think anybody wants to watch a 6-hour documentary. It's a little different because it's not like it's acting. This is like real life.
I'd watch it.
It is real. It's going to be raw and real. So I'm not exactly sure yet. But in some time, I'll have more of an idea. But I do know that we're definitely trying to get this out, the same time next year.
So what can you tell us about your upcoming new music?
Oh man, that's exciting. I'm supposed to release my EP early October. I was trying to get it finished in September, but I'm a perfectionist, and I was like, let me not rush it. Like, it's okay. Like, let me just take my time. In October, I did have a buzz single out that was called Girl Crush. It was produced by Sunny Digital. But I'm working with a lot of people. Detail, I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. He did like Drunken Love with Beyonce. We did Boys with Khalifa. I don't rap. I don't do music like my dad. I sing and I do pop music. But I do have a lot more hip hop influence in my music, and I definitely have a couple of surprise features on this EP.
Who do you listen to today? I saw you were at a Future concert and like stuff like that. I know you worked with Sunny Digital. Like, what other rappers do you listen to today?
Future is the GOAT. I love Future. Kanye is my favorite artist.
Yes.
All around, all across the board. And that's just him mentally, him being an artist, his fashion, just his passion. I think overall, that's definitely somebody who's very inspiring. I actually tell people when they go, okay, what kind of person are you? Or, what kind of music do you do? And I literally tell them, if Kanye West and Avril Lavigne had a baby, you get EB. I think that makes the most perfect sense for me. But I listen to all kinds of music, to be honest. Most people don't know. I listen to country music, or pop music. I grew up on Avril Lavigne and Britney Spears and Spice Girls, it's not just like I just listen to gangster rap or rap music, I'm all across the board. But, definitely Future, Kanye, Drake, of course. Let me see. Rihanna, she's absolutely incredible. There's not many artists that can do what she does. She can pull off pretty much anything. So that's inspiring in itself. So, yeah.